What a postseason run for the Indiana Pacers. Now, obviously, the Indiana Pacers just lost to the OKC Thunder in 7 games, but no one had the Pacers, unless you're just a diehard Pacers fan, coming this far into the postseason. We saw what they did last year. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics. Now, the future of this team is very concerning. Tyrese Haliburton went down with an Achilles injury in Game 7. Now, this is different from going down with an Achilles injury during the regular season. He may miss all of next year in the regular season. Hell, he may even miss the playoff run if they make it to the NBA playoffs. And that really sucks. Tyrese Haliburton came out red hot, just shooting threes over and over again. And just one simple step, he slips down. Now, he slipped down like that a couple of days ago. In Game 4, I believe, he slipped down, he hurt his calf. And they took him out the game for a couple of minutes. Then they pushed him back in the matchup. We've seen players before, like Kevin Durant. They go out there, they play with a calf injury. The same with Jason Tatum. Hell, the same with Dame. I know that Dame was dealing with blood clots, but he was still dealing with a calf injury at the time. And they all tear their Achilles. I don't want to hear anyone in the national media, former basketball players, say that today's NBA players are soft. These men go out there and they play with these injuries. And they just say, you know what, for the love of the game, especially in the postseason. Now, in the regular season, not so much. The regular season doesn't have the same impact that it once had many decades ago. But to see Dame Lillard go out there, coming back from blood clots early, play through that situation, tears his Achilles, he's a warrior. The same with Jason Tatum, he's a warrior. The same with KD. Now look at Tyrese Haliburton. He knew the risk. Doctors told him, hey, it's a good chance that you could possibly make this injury worse. They didn't say that you'll go out there and tear your Achilles. But you know, whenever you're dealing with a calf injury, there's a chance that something can go wrong. And unfortunately, that was the case with Tyrese Haliburton. For all the players that voted this man to be the most overrated player in the NBA, they should never be able to vote again in NBA polls, ever. This man came out and he helped this team get to the NBA Finals through his playmaking ability and his clutch shooting. Series in and series out. Going back to the series against Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, he hits the game-winning layup over Giannis. They advanced to the second round. Against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he goes out there and won the games. He hits the game-winning 3 on the road. Against the New York Knicks, he goes out there. Potential game-winning shot. They go into overtime because his toe was on the line. And they came back and they won that matchup. I know that losing the championship, it hurts. But you look at how the Indiana Pacers played. They played together as a team. And Tyrese Haliburton, I know that some people may disagree with this. In my opinion, he is a superstar. This postseason run proved that. They needed him to be on the court and help them out in big game moments. Hell, even against the OKC Thunder in Game 1, he hits that clutch shot late in the fourth quarter and they win that matchup. All because of Tyrese Haliburton. He is the heart and soul of the Indiana Pacers. And when he went down, you saw how different the offense was. I know that a lot of people that are coming out and they're saying that TJ McConnell looks better coming off the bench than Tyrese Haliburton. The man was dealing with an injury. He's playing on one leg. And yet he was still finding passing lanes to get his teammates open to the rim with Pascal Siakam. The same with Miles Turner, Andrew Nembhard, Nesmith, Ben Shepherd. He played a very good role. Matter of fact, he played a great role this postseason run for the Indiana Pacers, and he deserves his respect. I don't know where the Pacers go from here. I know that Tyrese Haliburton has dealt with injuries in the past, and they go to Andrew Nembhard. He's been their starting point guard before when Haliburton went down with injuries, but this is different. This is not the back injury that he suffered in the regular season, and he was still trying to play through and push through. This is a completely different situation. It has not been confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure that it is a torn Achilles. We've seen players suffer this before, and they miss a lot of time. They may have to go into free agency and bring in a point guard that fits the system. But they're not going to be as good as Tyrese Haliburton, who we have seen go out there and have moments to where he'll average 15 assists on a 5-game streak with 0 turnovers. That's how special he is as a floor general. And he'll average 15 assists, shooting very good shooting splits from the field, and also averaging 25 points a game. He's done that before in the past. Outside of Tyrese Haliburton here, Andrew Nembhard had a very good postseason run, hitting clutch shots down the stretch as well, going out there against the New York Knicks. The same against the OKC Thunder, playing very good defense. The same with him and Andrew Nembhard. I'll never forget the game that Andrew Nembhard had in Game 1 against the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. The man goes out there, he hits 6 threes late in the fourth quarter, 6 threes, and it pushes them back into the game. And they win that matchup because of him and because of Tyrese Haliburton. Miles Turner has always been in trade rumors, 10 years as a Pacer, Mr. Consistent. I know that he did not have the best series against the OKC Thunder, but give him a lot of respect. Pascal Siakam had his moments, especially against the New York Knicks, against the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. He had his moments against the OKC Thunder, but you're going against a historically great defense. And the fact that you still push this team to a Game 7, it's phenomenal to see. Ben Shepherd coming off the bench, giving you very good defensive production. And Mr. TJ McConnell himself, he was upset after the game. He was crying. I don't like the fact that the cameras followed this man around. His mom was saying, get the cameras out his face. He played his butt off every single game this postseason, coming off the bench, giving them that injury. Tyrese Haliburton may have an off night, but here comes TJ McConnell. 18 points off the bench, 25 points off the bench, giving them life, pumping life into them. And he was just being a leader over and over again. Hustle plays on defense, shooting the 3 ball very well. They're leaving him open for 3. He's saying, hey, you're going to have to guard me, just pulling the 3. They played as a unit. It reminded me so much of the San Antonio Spurs many years ago when they defeated the Miami Heat in that series. They played as a team, constant ball movement over and over again. The same with the Dallas Mavericks when they defeated the Miami Heat, 2011. Dirk was their superstar, but it was the outside pieces that helped push them over the top. The Indiana Pacers, they played clean basketball all the way through until they ran into this bug-solver team of the OKC Thunder. And I don't want to come on here and discredit OKC. They're a great basketball team. But I said the same thing when the Pacers went against the Milwaukee Bucks. You beat the Bucks. Dame went down with Achilles injury. The New York Knicks, they're fully healthy. The Cleveland Cavaliers, 1 game 3 of their starters were out. Injuries happen. Can you overcome those injuries? And 9 times out of 10, most teams, they just can't. And it was still a close game in the third quarter, considering the fact that Tyrese Haliburton was out. That was a huge, devastating blow. And Pascal Siakam, he tried to keep the team together. But they missed Tyrese Haliburton so much because of the way that he could put a lot of pressure on the rim, which forces teams to collapse. And next thing you know, it's a wide open shooter for 3. It's a wide open guy at the top of the key. Obi Toppin, he deserves a lot of credit. This man was a developmental shooter many years ago with the New York Knicks. You look at him with the Pacers, especially this postseason run, constantly just knocking down threes over and over and over again. And that's all because of Rick Carlisle. It's sad that it had to end this way for the Indiana Pacers, but it was still truly a great run for this organization. I think that they'll go into free agency. They'll pick up a very good point guard that can help run this offense while Tyrese Haliburton is out dealing with his injury. And hopefully he can come back stronger than ever. Usually when you suffer Achilles injury, the quickness is not the same. I know that we're dealing with brand new technology. This is not the early 2000s. This is not the 90s. This is not the 80s. But still, Achilles injury, it sucks. And in the regular season, the Indiana Pacers, they're a very good basketball team. It's not like this team was a play-in team and they just lucked in getting to the NBA playoffs. No, they were a top seed. And just last year, you were in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics. I wish the Indiana Pacers nothing but the best moving forward. And my prayers are with Tyrese Haliburton and his family. I wish him a full and speedy recovery. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about this postseason run for the Indiana Pacers? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, I want each and every last one of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for the video, guys. God bless. Peace.